card that came up in the upright is the King NoopooH card. I'm sorry, the King NoopooH card. Unifier, ruler, priest, king, demi, sun god in flesh, lawgiver, sexual discipline, teacher, spiritual and mental telepathy, military leader, sun cycle. Okay. Well, basically, I mean, doing King NoopooH card, he pushed out the Adam and Eve group, the priests and nuns out of the Garden of Eden, and that's what's happening. These Caucasians are getting pushed out of their power and their grips that they have, that's trying their best to hold down the Ethiopian, the woolly-haired Ethiopian black race. And it's not going to work. They can't hold us down. We are in that era again where Europeans are starting to be pushed out. You got Europeans, you got Caucasian Europeans unaliving European police. And they aren't even speaking on it. The next card that came out is Venus love card. Mental love, love of correct information, spiritual love, love of life, morality, love of persons, things, and well-being, physical love, love of food, clothing, shelter, and sex, or a combination of these. Mental, physical love, mental, physical love, or mental, physical, spiritual love. Money and its institutions on earth, beauty, lust, courage, drive, and aggression. Well, Charlie Kirk was the love, the love for spreading misinformation. Because he didn't come out with he was spreading love amongst his people. And those that followed his rhetoric, which basically he was like a agent provocateur, because he would say some good things, especially when they talk about crime, but then he'll backtrack and scapegoat victims. As long as if they black victims, he scapegoat them. But if it's white victims, then he talking about how they need to protect their human rights and all of that. But they be the aggressors. They the ones that's being aggressive towards those that he's scapegoating. His love was in the wrong place, but that's just how the Europeans are. Their love be in the wrong place. Okay, the universe intestines card in the upright. Water powers, absorption powers, able to decompose, big issues mentally, physically, and spiritually, issues into manageable situations, provides powers of time, change, matter, and continuity, uninterrupted movement, and change. In reverse, it obstruction of movement, no growth, inflammation, pain, swelling, and irritation in your life if you don't fix it. Water powers. Well, he wasn't decomposing big issues mentally. He was composing it. And the problem just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So, physically and spirituality issues into manageable situations. Yeah, because he was, for one, he was a Protestant, and their means of pushing nonsense just stand on the fact that they love protesting about things that really don't matter in this country. But it mattered to them because that's the only thing that they can survive off, which is a bunch of chaos. And it was just a continuation of what he would have kept on doing. Okay, the next card that pop up is the Saturn Saturn card and upright, the karma card. Kindred law, blood lineage, actions affect the whole race. Karma, bad judgment, dharma, positive judgment, pleasure and pain laws. Penalties, unity, infinity, relativity, mentally, spiritually, and physically, responsibilities, boundaries, universal laws that govern humans, restrictions, discipline, patience, persistence, Saturn return. So basically, being that this reading is about Charlie Kirk, being that karma card came out, that's something to move further on. The karma card came. Now, if the judgment card come out, then that would conceal the whole reading. Okay. The next question: did Benjamin Netanyahu have Charlie Kirk assassinated? Too much. Okay, the next set of cards that come out, the Brain of the Universe card and the Upright. Personal creator and God of the person, controlled by reasoning and thinking, motion, intelligence, judgment, behavior, morals, memory, reading, knowledge, positive, brain matter. In reverse is descending reason, animal instincts, ignorance, low morals, and negative brain matter. Well, okay. Person created. this reading is basically came out behind the reading of this card. Controlled by reasoning and thinking. Speaking of the reader. The next card in upright is Below and Bella card. These brand new god and goddess are responsible for all stomach and intestines of the African race and their godparents from the Nile. This card has the power to transfer things to their places mentally, spiritually, physically, economically, and emotionally. Or break down energy to travel and provide life throughout its movement. This card provides crucial elements to all its touches. In reverse, this causes choking and gasping for air and no digestion to stop negativity. Okay, so basically, responsible for this card has the power to transfer things. So everything is coming back in place mentally, spiritually, physically, economically, and emotionally. Okay, moving further. Seepoo, the moon card in the upright, represent the living, mental dead, physical dead, graveyard forces, ghouls, ghosts, mercy, forgiveness, Leviathan, for ether, methane, and oxygen forces, produces male, female, hermaphrodite and hermaphrodite, lunar spirit beings, subconscious mind, feminine control of water and menstrual cycles, secrets, moody, restlessness, irrational, intuitive, neuter, gender, or mother and child relationships, dragon, slow, libration, movement. So this is basically what it is. This is basically speaking of the moon cult. The people of the moon. The mental dead. The mental dead. The mental dead. Yep. Ghosts. 3 ether ghosts. Forgiveness. Leviathan. The sex spirit forces of Leviathan. Okay, the next card that popped out, Circle and Circle card in the upright. This is movement. This is a movement card that keeps life moving from one point to another by the powers of the suns and their blood, called ethers and noon science. This card provides protection of life as it moves and shields persons, places, and things from harm of various dangers. A card that keeps your organic life body regulated and safe from germs, diseases, and infections. Mentally, spiritually, and physically by fighting off the invisible and smallest invaders. Okay. So life is moving from one point to another. The powers of the sun and the blood, called ethers and noon science. And protection of life as it moves and shields persons, places, and things from harm of various dangers. And that's what's happening. That's what's happening. And actually, because you have Zoopoo is working for NoopooH, and a lot of these Europeans is getting up out of here. So and they see what's going on, and then you got them on social media they all afraid and because they don't want to accept that this is what their mind state is. They all upset because they don't want to accept that Ethiopian race are the chosen of God. But which ones are you talking about? That goes back to the information we put out about the 144,000. But that's another, you know what I'm saying? You want to check that information out about the 144,000. Check out Kinoo's page on YouTube, and you will see the Bible interpretation explanation series as well as the 144,000 in noon. And as I move on to my next question, did Hassan Youssef help Turning Point USA? Okay. Okay, the next card that came out is the Heart of the Universe card in the upright. Provides heat, light, life, flow, breathing, oxygen, mentally, spiritually, ethereal, and physically. The Heart of the Universe card. Oh wow, okay, so that right there, the heart is, we know, the month represent the month of August, the sun, Repu. And that's in the fifth house. You get creativity, recreation, procreation, entertainment, pleasures, romance, children, and play. There you go, the Heart of the Universe card. So, provides heat, light, life, flow, breathing, oxygen, mentally, spiritually. So that right there is just showing that the heart is going to, the heart is going to be the protector of, for keeping these children safe. Because they just taking their lives like, I mean, it's just ridiculous. They just had a shooting in Pennsylvania, and they had this 17-year-old was shot by ATF agents. He running down the steps. The people they witnessed the cops shooting the dude. He coming from the basketball court, being harassed by an ATF agent who was dressed in regular clothes. Shot him in the back. And then they gonna turn around and set up a tactical force, set up the perimeter with tactical force, wearing tactical gear, trying to uphold the peace. It was already peace before y'all even came up in the neighborhood. So that's the type of crap that's going on right now. They trying to have a reason to shoot innocent black people. And because they holding on to forgiveness and mercy, even though they want justice, they still holding on to that spirituality of Christianity. So I mean, it's gonna continue. Okay, the next card in reverse, smack card. Smack circle card in the reverse. The big circle of order, 720 degrees of changes, goes counterclockwise, affects all space, matter, and time. 72 million years. Heaven top half, half bottom half. Nothing can stop the circle. Not Noopoo or Zoopoo. Positive matter energy and negative matter energy in the upright. In the upright, it is order no matter what is happening. That's right. Because Zoopoo is working for Noopoo. And Zentu and Zentar in the reverse. These brand new god and goddesses who are responsible for all reproductive organs in animals, mammals, insects, reptiles, and mankind from Java Island and the volcanoes underneath. These are colony-driven powers as well as productive, aggressive powers that promote conception, life, birth, money, spiritually, economically, etc. Similar to its counter card. This card in reverse is the stoppage of its positive powers. Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. They know this energy is coming through and they're doing everything they can to stop it. But as long as this correct information keep coming out, they ain't gonna have no other choice but to fold. This next card in reverse. February 5th, 1962 card. New beginnings. NoopooH New Year, 7 planetary alignment powers, which are consciousness, intuition, communication, love, war, justice, calming, grounding. Aquarius, Uranus, upheaval, energy, community, original, logical, detached, destruction. A year, Noopooh's mental birth, Noopooh mental year. Let's see. Beginning, it represents 1 year and the ending of a long epoch of 18 million years. Okay, so there you have it. It is what it is. It has no reverse. So, okay, so basically, and also with this card, Bilo and Bella card, which represent go, right here. Bela and Bella, you have Jupiter, Jutah, represent the month of December, and that represent the stomach. The stomach. And the intestines is Uranus, the month of February, Sarana. And you have is in the ninth house for the stomach. And that's the search for meaning, higher education, mind expansion, philosophy of life, religions, journeys, and travel. In February, Sarana, intestines, which in the month of February, Sarana. And that's in the 11th house. Group involvement, clubs, collective endeavors, friendships, humanitarian ideas, global awareness. Well, you know, this popped up during my that popped up. And that popped up during my fourth question, which was, did Benjamin Netanyahu, Charlie Kirk assassinate, Netanyahu assassinate Charlie Kirk? Have Charlie Kirk assassinated, I'm sorry. Did he have Charlie Kirk assassinated? So basically, there's no there's no grounds. There's no grounds of him. Well, I can't say that because Jupiter did come out. Jupiter did come out in this card, stomach and intestines. So judgment was issued for that question because the Belo and the Bella card came out. Yeah, for the fourth reading, the Bello and Bella card came out. Oh no, I'm sorry. No, I'm wrong. The Belo and Bella card came out for the fifth reading, which was the Hassan Yusuf Health Fund Turning Point. No grounds. Okay, there you go right there. These brand new god and goddesses who are responsible for all reproductive organs and animals, mammals, insects, reptiles, and mankind from Java Island and the volcanoes underneath. These are colony-driven powers as well as reproductive aggressive powers that promote conception, life, birth, money, spiritually, economically, etc. Similar to its counter card, this card in reverse is the stoppage of its positive powers. that's when I said they keep on trying to stop the power, but they can't stop what's coming. Next question. Did Trump have Charlie Kirk removed to go in hiding? Removed to go in hiding. Did Trump have Charlie Kirk removed to go in hiding? Oh my God. Oh.